For people who think that the Nygardspren is overcrowded and that the Briksdalsspren has become too small, then the Austdalsspren is exactly what you're looking for. It is located 25 km north of the Nygardspren and is also accessible over Sogndal, but it's closer to Stryn and the Geiranger Fjord. The Austdalsspren is really remotely located. Only a very small road leads to the Stigvanne, the lake next to the glacier. From there you have to take a kayak over the lake. These tours are organized by the firma Icetroll, and we spoke with Matthias Kofone, which is a guide there.
Icetroll proposes a combination of kayaking and glacier hiking, especially to have a very good contact with the nature and learn about this area, which is very important.
After the girl had geared up, it was time to take the kayaks and put them in the water. There was also a group from Russia with us and they were using the yellow kayaks. The girls are always in the red one. In each kayak there are 2 persons and the whole stretch is around 7 km, which usually takes between 1.5 and 2 hours to paddle. First, the glacier is far away and very small, and then it gets larger and larger and larger, and then we see its unique feature.
It's special because it's quite different than other glaciers in the area. You can see the front of the glacier is calving in the lake. And we have some icebergs floating quite often because of the movement of the glacier pushing until the front collapse.
Other glaciers in the region did that earlier, but have now melted back their lake. Because we were using a motorboat, we could drive very close to the edge of the glacier. That's not possible when you go with the kayaks, because in case the glacier would be calving, you need to get out as quickly as possible. That big iceberg was created a couple of days before we were there, and don't forget, 90% of this volume is under the surface. After the picnic, it was time to gear up to go on the glacier with crampons and ice pickle, and then everybody was linked together and off we go. Since it had snowed the day before, the effect of the blue ice was dimmed down and you couldn't see the most dangerous places anymore. On the other side, the glacier was nice and white instead of being grey. Unless you are expert, you should always take a guide before going on a glacier. He knows where there are problems and pitfalls, otherwise it might end very bad. In this case, nothing happened and Paloma got out of the snow very quickly. And places where people have passed are no signs that it's safe, like you see exactly now. The last attraction was the hole, a glacier crevasse where you can climb in and see the bottom of the glacier. You should not be claustrophobic to get in there. The creed of Icetroll is to be as close to the nature as possible.
Well, here we have a combination of two different activities, trying to avoid the commercial way to work. So we try to give you a nice experience kayaking across the lake and then hiking on the glacier, which is completely different. So we use the kayaks as a way to get to the glacier, and it's the only way to get to this glacier.
This tour will take you the whole day to do. We left at 10 o'clock in the morning and we're only back around 7 o'clock in the evening. The tour starts at the Breheim Center and there is a bus only during the summer season, otherwise you will need a car. Tours to the Austalsbrei are only possible from mid-July to beginning of October. In some years, the Stigweine might only be ice-free beginning of August. We did this trip in September of 2012, so it's quite a while ago. I contacted Ice Troll and they say that the glacier didn't change too much in the last years, unlike other glaciers in the region. Me and the girls like to talk about this trip even 8 years after, and we think it's one of the best, if not the best experience we ever had in Norway. If you want to see more videos like this, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.